got 2 appointments for my IT client in Canada. One is with a masonry company. I called yesterday, then the receptionist told me to send the president an email. Got an email last night from his brother, who's the CFO, saying he'd love to meet. Call him today and set up a meeting. They're only about 6 users, but they're looking to grow actively. Don't think they're big enough for the company they're using right now, and they also really want to streamline things and focus on cybersecurity. So we're going to meet with them next week, and I set one with another company that has global reaching clients. They have about 100 full-time employees spanning across North America, 40 subcontractors. They actually just finished sending out a public RFP, which we missed, but he said he'd like to meet with us to see what they're capable of doing, so in the future if there's anything he has needs for, he can reach out since most of their employee base is in Saskatoon. So we're going to meet with him actually right after the RFP. So it should be a big one.
I got 2 appointments today. One of them was for my cleaner up in New York with a church. They have 2 locations. One of them is about 20,000 square feet and the other one is about 12,000 square feet. They have in-house cleaners right now, but they have a lot of events come up, so they're wanting some help cleaning with those. So we're going to go out there next week and get them a quote. And then my other one was for my cleaner in Memphis with a church and school. It's about 100,000 square feet. They currently have a contract, but their budget season is coming up and they're wanting to look at other numbers. So we're going to go out there next week and see what we can do for them.
I got a pretty good one for my client in Kansas City. I spoke with the property manager. They have 19 buildings. They're all TPO roofs. When I asked her what problems they were having or if they had a specific building with issues, she said all of them. They all leak all the time. So we're going to go out there next Thursday at 10, give her a quote for repairs or re-roofs if needed. Should be a pretty strong relationship. They have over 80 complexes in the KC area, so should be a pretty good first time meeting them and giving them a quote.
I've got an appointment for my client out in Toledo. It's with a manufacturer, about 300 users, 45 locations. They're pretty happy with who they're using, but willing to hear us out and see what we have to offer. Should be a really good appointment for next week.
All right, 2 appointments today for my client down in Northwest Arkansas. 2 really good ones. One of them is with a real estate company, pretty big. It's about 75 users. This is actually one that my client has been wanting for like 2 years. He's been trying to track him down, haven't been able to set it. So I talked to her back in July. She said she wasn't interested, so I called her today, and she said she's open to it. So we are meeting with her in person next Wednesday. It should be great. It's 1 location, all cloud-based servers, 75 users. So really good one. Then I got another one just a little bit ago. This one is a facial and oral surgery center. It's 1 location, it's about 28 users, so not as big, but their company they're using now is actually based in Mississippi, so they're doing most things remote, and she said that response time's okay, but when they actually have to have something done on site, they have to contract it out, and she ends up doing some of the stuff, so it just takes away from her regular job duties, and she's just kind of over it. So we are meeting with her next Friday, and we have a recent client that we just brought on that's really similar to them, so I think this one might be, it's going to be a really good opportunity. We might be able to win them over, so 2 really great appointments today.
Who wants to start us off? I got one for my janitorial client down in Sarasota. I also got one for my janitorial client in Knoxville. The first one in Sarasota was with a school, 10,000 square feet. They don't have a company. They got hit by the storm, so they're definitely reevaluating. They don't like their current company, so we're going to go out there on Monday. And then coverall, they said that they are going to go out there. It is a manufacturer, around 10,000 square feet, and they don't have a company either, so we're going to go put something in front of them.
Very good. Who else? Anthony, what'd you get?
Just another Kirby. So got another guy signed up. Yeah, so they're in purple now, and he actually gave me a couple other names of people that he thinks would be interested in going, so hopefully I get them on board as well. Yep, number 5, hopefully I get at least 10 by the end of the month. That's the goal.
That's awesome. Who else? Mace?
Yeah, I got one for my client out in Toledo, 300 users, 45 locations. Pretty happy with the vendors that they're using right now, but hoping to hear what we have to offer. So that's exactly how my big one closed. So hopefully we can get in there and have a good conversation.
Very nice. Coda, let's hear the story. You got an Arsenal appointment.
I know. I'm on camera and it's not about Salesforce or RingCentral tutorials. It's wild. So I got a call on my personal cell phone today from a guy named Redacted. And he said that he was referred to by a current client in Ohio that we're working with, and I don't know how he got my personal number, but he gave me a call and said, I want to use your guys' company, and I said, okay, well, let me create your contact page and set you up on an appointment with Sam Baker. And so they have an appointment today at 3 o'clock to get Columbus moved.
Let's go. Let's go. That's hilarious.
What client?
Oh, okay.
Nice. Okay.
Not the clothing brand.
Okay. Anybody else have one from this morning? Yeah, Dillon.
I got one for roofer in Flint. It was a property management company. I've been talking to the same guy for a while. And finally he sent over an email with a pipeline of a bunch of roofs that he needed replacements on. So he wanted us to get quotes for him. I finally got in contact with one of the tenants, I guess, and they gave us a time next week to come out.
To touch base with you, I know
I have two people.
Grabbed one today from my client up in Vancouver. It was an IT director I'd spoken to a few months back, mentioned that they use vendors from time to time. Said he starts planning what he kind of needs for the upcoming year around now, so told me to touch base with him here. Got him on the phone, set up a meeting for next week. They got about 500 users or so, about 73 locations, so timing's really good, should be a really good opportunity.
Yeah, so I got a roofing appointment this morning for my client up in Ohio. It's with a rehab facility. Talked to the facilities manager there. They said they got shingles falling off the roof, hadn't had a roofer up in quite some time, so we're going to go out there next Tuesday, see what we can come up with.
So I got two for my client Flint. I'd reached out to a property management company, been in contact with the same guy for a while, and today he came around and sent over an email with a handful of tenants that he said that he needed re-roofs on, and one of them was a new gutter system. So we set some times, I reached out to him, we're going to be out there next Tuesday.
Only got one today. It was in Savannah, Georgia. 400 users, 80 locations. They got rid of their outside provider, so everything's in-house right now, but we're looking to be a resource for them if anything comes up outside of their scope.